So please tell me about this interesting project about sleep.
We started this year a project in collaboration with the Finnish Technology Center on stimulation of deep sleep. This project is based on initial findings how by sound stimulation, by using sound waves of certain length, one can stimulate deep sleep. We will test this methodology first in normal individuals or people who are healthy by their sleep and by other aspects. And then later, once we will identify the optimal protocols, we will test the same approach then in people who suffer some minor problems in their sleep. I think it's a very interesting project because it might be applicable to normal life, so that in case we find the physiological conditions where we reliably can stimulate the sleep, people could then use the same methodology, theoretically at least, by their mobile telephones or some small computers, so that this is not just a project that would, it's not just a methodology that would work in laboratory conditions, but also in normal everyday life.
So isn't it a bit like counterintuitive that you play sounds and you try to make these people sleep better? Isn't it so that sounds are actually harming sleep?
You're very correct in your question, and actually in our initial results we observed that we have to be very careful when we choose the sounds, so that people tend to wake up if they find the sound somehow threatening. So the sound needs to be such that people experience it as a safe sound, because even if an individual is asleep during the superficial phases of sleep, they still in a way react to the environment, and any new kind of sound might wake them up. However, what I think also is that once a person gets used to some certain type of stimulation, so then that will be of no problem.
And this is based on previous findings of other researchers, or?
Yes, there are research groups both in USA and Europe that have obtained kind of initial results, and they have been able to show that you can increase the local amount of deep sleep by certain kind of sound stimulus. Moreover, they have found that such stimulus can increase the amount of learning during the night. However, these results are still quite preliminary, and we need to study them more.
Okay, anything else?
It's a very exciting project.
Okay, that's great.